I think this is also an important point in our episode to explain what chakras are, but more from a Reiki perspective or in the way that most people understand chakras.
Yeah, the 7, they're distribution points. Chakras are distribution point. They're vortices, we call them. They're propelling. Chakra means, literally word means wheel. Chakra means wheel, something that is moving constantly and propelling, channeling energy. So these 7 chakras in our body are 7 energy points, energy vortices that are actually distributing the cosmic energy that we are receiving. We are receiving life force energy. This is nothing self-generated. There's no doership. When you understand the science of this, Ranveer, there is no doership. It's all automated program, set right by God, and it's all happening. Who has seen the chakra, or who programmed the chakra, or who has taught the chakra to move in a certain way or to channel energy? Nobody has taught. God has taught. It's God created. So these chakras, these 7 realms, are energy vortices. They are like distribution centers at different levels, starting from the root chakra, where the lower body is taken care of. Our lower body is completely taken care of by the root chakra. And then the Swadhisthana. So the energy, that means the root chakra energy center, we call it the Mooladhara chakra. This root chakra energy center is actually responsible for all the activities that are happening in the lower body. It provides energy, it propels energy, and sends energy to all the organ systems, physiological functions that are happening in the lower body. Right? Then you have the Swadhisthana, or the Hara, we call it Hara, or this is also called sacral chakra in an energy language. This controls the lower ab part, your reproductive system, gynae area, and some part of the abdomen, lower abdomen, etc. And Swadhisthana is compared to the depth of the ocean. It's considered to be a very deep chakra. And this chakra is sending energy to all these parts of the body. So when you think about chakras or talk about chakra vis-a-vis the body, they're basically providing energy to all the physiological functions which are present in their jurisdicted area. All right. So Swadhisthana is here. It's called a reproductive center also. And then Manipura. Manipura is the navel chakra. I'm talking very briefly because our episode is not about healing, that I could go deeper into the subject, but just a brief about the chakras. The Manipura, the navel chakra, takes care of this band, the abdomen, spleen, liver, pancreas, etc. over here. It provides energy for all the functions, physiological functions and organs. Anytime this chakra is imbalanced, we talk about chakra imbalances often, you hear people talking about this chakra is not good or this chakra is good. So when we say it's not good, that means it's not doing its duty to spread energy everywhere, and consequently the organs suffer. So solar plexus is called the power center, this is called the sex center, and this is called the earth center. These 3 chakras govern the realms of the earth. They govern the realms of the earth. That means all worldly living, all issues that are concerning our life on earth affect these 3 areas.
So the chakras exist within our body.
Within our body.
But they're also linked to the original loka that they belong to.
They are the trigger points to the connection point, trigger points to the different lokas, to the different galaxies, to the different gods and goddesses. They are like you're a hub, and these are the points that are connecting you to the entire universe.
Like antennas for different parts of
the universe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is also a biological aspect related to chakras in terms of from the healing perspective.
Yes, there's a physiological, biological energy perspective that we as healers talk about often. There is a mystic approach where in Mahavidyas we talk about this, that these devis are actually elemental. They are like elemental because the chakras are also elemental. Chakras are, Pancha Mahabhutas have created this whole world. So everything has to be related to energy and to the element. Some things are fiery, some things are watery, some things are airy, like that. So the chakras also, there's an earth element down below, there's a water element in Swadhisthana, there's a fire element here. All right. Then the air element comes at the heart level. We call it the anahat, or the heart level, takes care of this part of the body, and the air element is ruling here. So the devis also are corresponding to these. I will come to the list of devis after this. So after the heart element, then you have the throat chakra or the Vishuddhi. Here it is the Akasha Tattva. After the air element, it is Akash, that means ether. And Vishuddhi is where the purification of prana and all the energy is happening. All right. So when we come to Mahadevi's, Mahavidyas, the Chinnamasta is here. She's slaughtered the head completely. And there is a purification of prana, and the Ida and the Pingla are flowing, with the Kundalini in complete activation. After the Akash Tattva is going at different levels till the crown. And beyond the crown, there are these 3 stations of Devi, the Kali, the Tara, and the Shodashi.
Okay.
Yeah.
If one takes a cosmic camera and places it in those lokas, what would one see? Because we're talking about 3 of the Guna chakras and then 7 other
chakras. Yes.
So we're talking about 10 different planes.
Yes.
That do not share physical space with our plane on Earth.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
What would you see if you were there?
Nothing could be seen, can be felt. There's no gross reality outside. There are subtler realms. Nothing is visible, tangible. It doesn't have a
difficult to place into words?
Yes. Very difficult to place into words. It can be felt, sensed, and seen with the inner eye. Can be sensed, can be felt, and seen by the inner eye, heard by the inner shabda.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the happenings that take place on Earth in terms of the thoughts of a very big political leader or someone dying because of a freak accident, the decisions are being made in those lokas.
Vice versa, it works both ways. When someone thinks about destruction, this thought goes there, and it is accelerated, energized. It's like Hiranyagarbha. We talk about Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha is the womb of the universe, the collective thought and the collective mind of the universe. So in Hiranyagarbha, every thought is registered, and it starts becoming a reality.
Manifestation.
It starts manifesting over there. From there, so it comes back over here as a reality. So it's both ways. It's both ways traffic.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So there is an element of free human will.
Yes.
As well as the will of the deities.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Wow. Beautiful explanation. Now I'll let you continue.
So at the heart level, it is the air element, and at the throat level, it is the akasha, and it goes beyond to the crown level. So beyond this upper triangle, we call it the upper triangle. Inverted upper triangle is shown as Kali, Tara, and Shodashi. All right. This upper triangle starts manifesting in all these 7 lokas. It gets embedded in all these 7 lokas. That means that when Bhuvaneshwari is happening, when Bhuvaneshwari is seated here, there is a Kali and Tara and Shodashi in Bhuvaneshwari also. Right? Now let me talk about the Tantra aspect of it, because it's a Tantric subject. Mahavidyas itself is a Tantric subject. So every Devi from here onwards, Bhuvaneshwari, then Chinnamasta, Bhairavi, Bhuvaneshwari, then Bhairavi, then Chinnamasta, Dhumavati, Baglamukhi, Matangi, and Kamlatmika. All of these Devis have this upper triangle residing in them. Therefore, all these Devis, all the prayogs that are done can be in white, can be in red, and can be in black. Each of this can be invoked as a Tara, as white. Each of these can be invoked as Shodashi, as a red, for prosperity, business, etc. And each of them can be taken to the level of Kali. You see, this upper triangle is residing in all these 7 manifestations of Devi. So Bhuvaneshwari is worshipped also quite a lot, especially in South India. You see a lot of traditions. The Mahavidya tradition has survived in the South more than in the North. In the North, as I explore and as I go, I travel a lot to see the traditional temples and study. I love this subject. I see that the Mahavidyas are modernized in the North. They are modernized. In fact, in some of the traditional temples that are there, you see the old pictures are removed now, and a very feminine, domesticated Devi pictures are there, which is wearing a sari and jewels, and those pictures are put there. But the Mahavidyas were very raw. You see the old books that are written in museums. You see a naked Kali with her hair spread out in absolute freedom, and she is completely devoid of conditioning. There's no conditioning, and fiery, fierce, absolutely, wearing a garland of skulls around, and there is Varnamala written on the skulls, and she's very fiery. So people are not, in the history of Sanatan Dharma, domestication of Mahavidyas has happened. First, it was put into absolute guhya, into hiding. And as it is emerging, because people are asking about Mahavidyas, you see so much of it coming out now. When people are asking that the domesticated version is preferred, as an avatar of Durga and with a consort Shiva, and this is preferred. For bhakti, this is preferred. I am not pro, I am not against this, because for some reasons it's good. For some people it's good. For householders it's good. But when you attain into a yogic state of mind and you are pursuing these vidyas, then it goes into, it's not a woman, it's not a man. It's pure source of raw energy that you can harness.
Bracketed as a woman for the sake of the average human mind.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why not portray the Mahavidyas as men?
Because Shakti is feminine. Primarily, Shakti has come out of Shiva. She's the moving energy. Shiva she is Paramatma only. See, they're both aspects of Paramatma. One is a stationed potential energy form, and the other is moving kinetic energy form. So more akin to the feminine. That's why we depict it as Devis.
Gotcha. Not that I want to depict them as men.
Yeah.
That was just my curiosity speaking up. If you enjoyed this clip from the Ranveer Show, we've uploaded a ton of other clips related to a ton of other topics. So explore the channel because there's something for everyone.